How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to this is the show where we put a clip and we asked the most important question. And then I just posted on the group and get like people's opinions. I am actually very intrigued to the fact that we started this, to make fun of the cheaters, right?
Yes,
But there have been some interesting arguments created in that chat.
it's true.
Because some people say like, hey, this is not so clear. I think this person deserved the benefit of the doubt. And you know what? I'm human. I fuck up. They might have a point.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, they might have a point.
Yeah, they might have a point sometimes, But tonight, they have no point.
Okay.
I've been waiting 5 years for this. Let's fucking go.
I'm going to bring our guest, the esteemed guest that we have. Actually, I think it's the only one that has come several episodes. Aaron.
Yes.
Some people say you have a PhD in cheating analysis.
Yes, I do. I would say that. I'm those people. I agree
Good
with
shit.
me. I agree with me. Thank you for having me again.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like there's been a situation where like people disagree. And one of the people that has proven the point that sometimes you have to look at the thing twice is Mr. Nick Tui, which is why I decided today to bring him too, so we can have a lively discussion about, yeah. What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, thanks. This is the first time I've done this live, but we've done this via chat most days.
That is true. I do chat to a lot of people all the time.
Yes.
Also, I bought a mic. I hope it hears better than usual because I didn't used to do that. It just took me 5 years to get a mic.
Great job.
You've always had your mic.
Yeah, this one. Okay. We have one viewer. I think it's Payson, but eventually we'll get more. Okay. Guys, we're going to start today with a clip. The other day we did a special episode where we discussed a certain person that used to be a champion in fandom. And people were like, why did you put several clips of this person? I'm like, I was trying to make a point. But they said, maybe you chose those clips and that's the only clips where things were weird. And I'm like, maybe not, because I found another one and I won opinions.
What an odd
So
argument.
here we go.
What character says, "For some time your world has sheltered one of my citizens. I request that you return this individual to my custody"?
Can you repeat that again, please?
Yes. What character says, "For some time your world has sheltered one of my citizens. I request that you return this individual to my custody"?
Now, to quote Robert, if you don't get this, come on.
No, I think I got it.
Yeah, it's a spoon fed.
Iron Man, right?
Yeah, it's Iron Man.
Yep, you got it. Good
I
job.
think Baron Zemo said it.
I forgot to do the timer, but yeah,
Captain Kirk, sure.
3, 2, 1. And myself, I didn't know, so I put Batman.
That was a good guess.
Yep, why not? When in doubt in DCU.
Yeah,
Batman.
Yeah,
I like Big Batman.
Okay, and Dave.
General Zod.
correct.
Okay. Yeah. All right, and Mark.
My marker's dying, so I'm switching to a notepad, but I said General Sod.
Correct.
You can barely see that. I'm sorry.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I see it.
there.
Chance. I will find him.
Correct.
And Woodburn.
General Zod.
Correct.
All right, and Case.
As Chance very much did, overacted by Michael Shannon, General Zod.
And Robert.
Well, that'd be General Zod.
Correct.
I mean, I love the movie, but he overacts in it.
Okay. It's a pretty easy question. So I don't know whether you would need to cheat, especially if you're a champion. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let's go with Twig first. Yeah.
Sure.
That's the expert.
So I have two different thresholds as far as chicks goes. There's the like more likely than not threshold, and then there's like without a doubt threshold. Without a doubt is like I ban you if you it's like without a doubt. But I can also be like, I think you cheated, but I can't really quite prove it. And I think this sort of falls in like a over because I agree with you, Nazario, that like it does not seem like a very difficult question. But perhaps he was just used looking up every answer. That even no matter how sure he was, he would just go and look.
May have something there.
What I can say for sure is a lot of shit was happening with his hands. He was holding his board with his chin, and it was starting to like fall towards the end there.
Yeah.
Perhaps he was like getting the next question up and prepped and ready. So for this one, I can't without a reasonable doubt call it Chet, but I personally will say, yeah, I think it's probably Chet.
We got to probably
Aaron.
Okay. Yeah. I also noticed a lot of hand action. There's also another thing that chitters do quite a bit. They have a lot of like extra little like quips and jokes that go along. Like, oh yeah, I'm sure you got it. And that like either it's a story or like a lot of humor starts to come where the humor is very not funny humor. So it's like that anti-humor stuff. It's just like goes hand in hand here, pun intended here. I also don't know if there's what are easy or hard questions. I've never seen a fandom film before, so I was like, what? Who? General Sod, a landscaper of some sort. So I'm gonna say he's shitting.
So officially, we have proved that the man known as the Hobbit probably shitted in the early days of multiples.
That's how you get. That's how you get.
I'm still gonna put it in the votes in the thing because have to get the people's opinion. By the way, we hit like 10 people at some point.
Oh yeah,
we're down to 6, but
stick around, people. Stick around.
Okay,
you're gonna need to.
So, like you said, like you saw, that was like very, very early Trivia Leagues. We have another clip from the early Trivia Leagues but this time it's gonna be something it's not MTS reaction, whatever. This is Full Metal, and I think some people may have seen this before because this was the first ever title match for Full Metal. Ooh. Like between the two people who played the best, deciding who's going to be the first champion. So I'm going to ask the question. Don't offend me, Mike. Okay. So here we go. By the way, poor Jeremy, for some fucking reason, he's always hosting this thing.
Been shitted on
category
more
of family films. Family films.
Oh, this person.
What former TV star appears as a stuntman named Vince in Big Fat Liar?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Wait.
Is this just being asked? Or is he writing it down?
Is it coming to you, buddy?
I hope it is. I hope it is.
You can't be this sweet. Sweet.
Repeat.
Give him a repeat.
What former TV star appears as a stuntman
Alex's
named
face.
Vince
Alex,
in Big Fat Liar?
Are we gonna? They're all like so.
Your door looks amazing, Brian.
Yeah, this is like crazy.
Let's give him
My
5.
My door, is that what you said?
Your doorbell. It's all we can see.
We're giving you 5, 4, 3,
You got like 8.
2, 1. And we will go to Brian first because of score.
I pulled it out of my booty hole. Lee Majors.
That is
You
correct.
sure did.
And Jessica?
Yep, the $6 million man himself. Lee Majors.
That is correct.
Fuck me.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
You know what else comes out of your booty hole?
This one is kind of a classic, but a
This
lot
is
of
a
people
hard-
don't
this
know
is a
where it
hard
comes
one.
from. I went and found it for you guys. I'm gonna start this time with Mr. Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough because we talked about hands. This is a whole body. Like, that's tough. Like, and it's not often in the moment you see everybody kind of know someone's cheating, but they don't like call it out for whatever reason. Everybody's being like really nice still. Like, this is what I don't get about you people who like know there's cheating going on, and then you're like still like super kind to these fucking losers. It's like crazy. Like, it's never in the history of cheating been an accident. Like, you do that and you think it through, and you're like, I have nothing of value in my life, and you do it. Like, that's the only thing I can surmise. So, what's the name of this individual?
Brian the Joker Fernandez.
Oh, and he did make a joke. That booty hole joke, I gotta be honest, it kind of disproves my point from the last, because that was hilarious. Like, you could say asshole and everybody would be like, whoa, 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 but booty hole is like,
I actually love the part when he's like, wait, coming to me. and open it.
well, he's the Joker. I mean, there's always a Joker, as
So,
one said.
Aaron, so you're saying is nobody has ever slipped on a banana peel and fall into like a pile of like trivia facts?
No, I mean, well, I'm sure plenty of people who we've looked at. I used to feel bad for Jeremy, though. After this one, though, it's hard for me to any longer feel bad for Jeremy the Adam. So I'm done with my sympathy because he likes to sit in that chair and watch people cheat on him. So like, that's a kink, and I don't want to shame him. So it is cheating. I'm going to go out on a limb here, risk my reputation, and say I think it's cheating, but whatever. That's why I'm on here.
Mr. Nick Tui, what do you think?
Yeah, first of all, I've only been on a call with Aaron once before, and I think I accidentally insulted him because we were playing a trios match against each other. And I was like, oh, we're the two bad ones out here. And Aaron was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, no, I didn't insult me. It's true. We were the two bad ones.
And I've been looking forward to this because Aaron's one of my favorite people whose paths I don't cross very often. I still do feel bad for Jeremy because he just sees such the good in people.
This is terrible.
And I missed that in me on occasion. But this is he left the room. He ducked below the screen. He went and turned on a rerun of Big Fat Liar on freaking TNT. Watched the movie because he kept saying wait. The time just kept going. No one was counting down. Every time he said wait, they were like, I guess we better wait.
This is a 2-minute clip, by the way. 2 minutes.
Wait. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. If I ever play again, I'm gonna be like, wait, and just see where we go. Okay. Well, wait.
It's like how Nathan Fielder would like handle movie trivia. He'd just be like, instead of using my repeats, I will just say wait and put it on them to have the social grace to tell me not to wait.
Yeah, what
they always wait. Like,
so he was playing. I didn't know either of the people. Who was he playing against?
Jessica the Trollop. What was her last name? Morgan. Jessica the Trollop.
Hasn't she cheated as well?
Oh yeah.
Don't spoil future episodes.
But even she got to a point where she was just like, "Okay, I guess your door looks cool." Like,
yeah, game recognizes game. It's like, I know what's happening here. I've done that move. It's like when Kareem sees the sky for magic. He's like,
the one time he dips back on screen, he's looking at his computer.
Wait.
He's like, hey, hang on a second. Hang on, I think I got it. Oh, shit, okay.
Refresh.
Yeah, that's a rough one there, Cotton.
God damn.
I'm gonna call it Chet.
I believe no. That you're thinking about the title match we did.
If there's ever a repeated clip, by the way, I think it's totally allowed.
Yes.
Like, if it's that good that it's repeated, fuck it. Let it play. And there's like, I never get sick of these.
Since I joined these parts, I've been hearing the booty hole reference for quite. Like I heard it for like 3 years before I even found out what people were talking about.
On my booty hole.
Yeah.
He like sings it. Hilarious. I'm totally wrong about cheaters being unfunny. Yeah,
Speaking of that, speaking of that, Mike, have you watched Thunderbolts?
Yes, I have.
What do you thought?
You know, it brought back a lot of things for me. You know?
Okay.
It made me think of myself, and how I've let people down in the past. You know, but maybe they'll forgive me if I copy and paste a message over and over and send it to people. I've tried it. No luck so far. Nazara, what did you think?
It's insane to me how Marvel could make a treatise on mental health, recovery support systems, and on doing your best to atone for your mistakes. And one I related to it maybe too much. The third act is really powerful, with Bob's story and how it represents his mental health struggles. But what really hit me is the story of the Thunderbolts themselves, a group of people who have made mistakes, hurt people, and felt stuck. But they work day after day, Mike, to do better, and to be better, and to atone for what they have done. Sadly, I made a lot of choices in my own life that hurt people. And just like them, I cannot undo them. But I can work to be better, work to atone, and work to be a better person to make sure I don't do it again. Just like them, I got a long way to go. But all I can do is try my best. And I hope I'm able to be better and move forward. And if you are one of those people, you are reading this, Mike, this is to you. But yeah, really good, really therapeutic. And Bob is a great new character for the MCU too.
I like it.
Mike, I was trying to apologize because I cheated on you on the title match.
Fuck it. I'll put you on an episode next.
Nice. Okay. We're going to go to our penultimate clip.
Amazing review. I also felt that way about the movie. Yeah. That's how powerful it was.
I thought it was good.
And I'm preparing for a trivia title match right now, so don't mind me if you see me just hanging some things up. Like, we had a baby shower this weekend. It's a boy, as you can see. And if you think I'm taking down the baby balloon anytime soon, I'm not, because this baby's gonna help me in my pursuit for glory. Which trivia titles?
Yeah.
Not children or my wife.
So the clips we were seeing before. The clips we were seeing before, were from like the fan leagues, the people who are not professional at this. This kind of shit should not happen on, the level where it's like the same as the WWE, but with trivia. So I have 2 clips to show you from, that level. And we need to figure out, what am I going to figure out?
Okay, let me just get the tears out of my eyes from those Thunderbolts revelations. I want to say they're not reviews, revelations. Yeah, I'm good.
By the way, like I do not expect these ones to be shit because like the level. Okay, here we go.
James White for the win has a 3-pointer. The category is thriller, and the question: what screen legend played the lead role in The Russia House, about a British publisher who unexpectedly finds himself working for British intelligence to investigate people in Russia?
Oh. Hands up, please. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
All right, question. What screen legend played the lead role in The Russia House, about a British publisher who unexpectedly finds himself working for British intelligence to investigate people in Russia?
5, 4,
Oh my
3,
God.
2.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
All right, the question. Categories thrillers. What screen legend played the lead role in The Russia House? About a British publisher who unexpectedly finds himself working for British intelligence to investigate people in Russia.
James, we have both hands up. Please.
Oh,
Both?
sorry.
That's ridiculous. Mr. Harloff.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Sean Connery.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, James the Jet White.
What a pro.
Nice. Nick too.
Yeah. I told you when you'd have me on this, I'd be firm but fair. And I haven't agreed with everything that's been said on this show. There are a couple I reached out to you. I said, I don't think that was a cheat. And the public agreed. And for like 98% of that clip, I was like, I don't think this is going to be one. And then it definitely was one. Because he just... So, like, throughout the first two repeats, I was sitting there thinking, like, he is not looking down consistently enough to see what is on his phone or to be typing the correct thing. You know what I mean? I was like, his eyes were darting everywhere, and he was only occasionally going down. I was like, that's not slow enough to like see what the actual answer is. And then the third repeat happened, and he the whole time until Harloff called hands
twice.
Well, until he called it the second time.
He called hand one of the third time. He said, I need to see the other hand.
Now, that is, I will agree. Like, there are people out there who try to cheat, but it is very much on the host to be like, I said hands. Why did you put both your hands up and then immediately put one back down? I will stop this question right now. Put your hands on screen. Like, that is what they should have done throughout this whole era. It's like, why aren't you listening to me? Do what I'm saying. But they allowed it to happen. They create this at the worst, at best, gray area. At worst, cheating. Yeah, what sold me is the reaction. The fake, like, oh, okay. It was so, like, staged, like, okay, I got to pretend like I'm surprised by this because I don't know. It took me so long to get the answer. How could I know? So this would be one of those ones where I'm, like, 90% of the way pretty sure he cheated.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah. You know, when an officer pulls you over and asks to see your hands, he just needs to see them real quick. Then you can go back to your pockets, go back to underneath your seat, wherever you need to go, because we've seen the hands. We good. So, you know, this is like a witch hunt here for James. Like, he earned it against a tough competitor and whoever that lady was. She looked.
She
like
was in Glow.
She was in Glow. I remember her. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I wanted to say if I didn't want to in case it wasn't her, but loved her in Glow. Go check out Glow on Netflix. Great show. And you know, the other thing is there's like an exfoliating routine that cheaters do often as well. They have terrible skin, but they work on their skin the whole time. Like, it's really weird. It's like but they're like always like doing a lot of, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
If you're rubbing your face, I have no idea what's going on in the rest of your screen. You could have a naked chick behind you. I'm not looking at it because I'm seeing the rubbing of the face. So, Cherry Bomb. Sorry about that, Bar. You know, I was busy watching Herbert Ross movies. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the first time in Schmodown digital history of cheating that I know of.
But will it be the final? We will see, because our next clip is also from the Schmodown.
Oh my God. Who could it be now?
The show is running a little long. It's 25 minutes in, but we're going to do it because of the people. They deserve to call if... Okay. So here we go, guys. our final clip of the night.
Question. In sudden death overtime. Here we go. Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Shue star together in what film? Question 4. In sudden death. Probably not the last. 5, 4.
We'll find out.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. So we go to Paul Primetime.
Cocktail.
And Lightning Liz.
All the right moves.
And Juan Harris.
Oh, I think we did it again. I have all the right moves.
And Ethan. They did it again.
Oh my god.
Is this a bit?
Oh my god.
It's not. We couldn't even be doing this as a bit.
It's because you two are in love and Paul and I are also in love.
Yeah, that explains it.
It's the correct answer is cocktail. And so
Yeah,
now, Brad, we go back to another question.
Mr. Aaron,
Yes.
what do you think?
Ooh, well, first of all, that clip gives me 5-star feels, which, is ironically one of the competitor's favorite sayings of mine. So, yeah, there was looking, I'm going to borrow some. Nick's very, very intelligent, and he's also much, more respected within this community than I am. So I'm going to, borrow from like his, which I care about greatly. Greatly. It hurts me. There was a lot of eye contact with the screen. But then once in a while, he would check his blind spot as if he was merging onto the highway or something. This will throw him off my trail. And I was like, what is happening over there? And then he went back to, and then, goes very, very quickly to his board after some eye contact with his screen, as if something came to him, flashed to his face, which was happening during that question as well. There was flashing happening on his face. It was changing of the screen, which it's not happening right now for me, but you will see if I switch screens here. Do you see, like a difference maybe in my glasses and whatnot? There's a difference probably, but it doesn't change now I'm back on the StreamYard screen. So there's a couple changes there. Drastic movement of the head as well. And then after he writes it, he's like, oh, like I got away with something. Like, ooh, like when I sneak a little treat from the fridge on my way up to my work. I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to do this. I brush my teeth. Which he did have a lot of teeth, as John said. You know what? It kills me because, this is probably going to eliminate future team ups between us. But yeah, that's cheating.
Nick to it.
Yeah, this is another case where I blame the hosts because they were doing their job. There'd be no question. But because they weren't doing their job, there is question. The question being, so yes, I agree with the flashing. Not that kind of, the flash, you know what I mean. I don't agree with flashing. I agree with what Aaron said about the flat. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends. No, okay. So there was a lot of weird eye contact with the screen. Now, shit happens. I think the reason a certain cheddar who you may or may not have called out on the show before, or maybe you just read their Letterboxd review. I don't know because I don't have Letterboxd, but I think
what do you mean
they got away for so long is because a lot of people will do the stare.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy who inspired Bob from Thunderbolts.
Yes, of course. But they'll stare. I used to do it. I used to you'll just stare at a spot because it helps you think. Rarely is that spot the screen. Rarely do your eyes scroll. But here's the other question I have: is there, and maybe this is something for you to test out, Nazario. How do you? I don't know if there was enough time to Google Tom Cruise, Elizabeth Shue movie, or maybe there's a different method he used. But all things said, I don't think this would be a bannable offense. I think it would be I'm pulling the host aside and saying, "What the fuck? Call hands." And then we don't have to wonder.
Do we have a split decision?
I think we might. I don't think I can fully say yes, but I will agree to probable shenanigans.
And if there was additional clips, perhaps in the future, that would corroborate this type of thing, that would get awfully.
Then I may be swayed even further.
I will investigate further. What do you think, Mike? Are you happy with this split decision?
I am not. I am waiting for more clips.
There is more clips.
Oh yeah, there's a ton more.
The world continues just as this show. Thanks everyone for watching. This is our first 30-minute episode. Like the first one was like 12.
I mean, it's a double. It's a double episode, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and we were also like developing shit, reviewing movies and whatever. Like things are getting hot here. I like it. Mike, next time we will continue to ask the question. But for now, peace. Bye, guys.